Chapter 29 of For Heaven's Sake, Little Talks to Little Folks by Rev. Gerald T. Brennan. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Maria Therese. Chapter 29 The Best and the Worst. A long time ago there lived in Persia an old king. The old king had one son, the young prince. When the old king would die, the young prince would become king. Now, the old king loved his son very much, but the old king worried. Good kings, you know, must be very wise. The old king wondered whether the young prince would be a wise king. The young prince was good, but was he wise? The old king decided to find out, so he sent for the young prince. "My son," said the old king to the young prince, "I want you to go out into the world and find something for me. Find the best thing in the world and bring it back to me." Well, the young prince started out and searched a long time for the best thing in the world. The young prince searched everywhere and he saw many beautiful things: gold, silver, diamonds, pearls, great books, mighty ships, beautiful horses. But the young prince would have none of these things. After months of searching, the young prince finally found what he thought was the best thing in the world. Placing the best thing in the world in a small box, the young prince hurried back to his father. The old king could hardly wait until he had opened the box. Now, what do you think the old king found in the box? My, what a surprise! In the little box the old king found a man's tongue. A tongue like yours. Was this the best thing in the world? "What is this that you have brought me?" the old king asked in surprise. "Why, this is the tongue of a very holy man," the young prince explained. "Every day this tongue spoke many prayers to God. This tongue never spoke evil. This tongue never told a lie. This tongue always spoke kindly. It always spoke the truth. This tongue forgave enemies. Never did it move to be mean or hateful. This tongue never hurt God or man. This tongue is the best thing in the world." "You have been very wise, my son," said the old king. "You will be a wise king." The old king was very happy. The more the old king thought about the tongue, the more he believed that a good tongue is the best thing in the world. Well, several months passed. Once again the old king called the young prince to his side. "My son," said the old king to the young prince, "I wonder whether you can be wise a second time. Go out into the world again and find for me the worst thing in the world." The young prince hurried away. It didn't take very long to find the worst thing in the world. The young prince placed the worst thing in the world in a box and hurried back to his father. The old king was afraid to open the box. He wondered what was in the box. A snake? Perhaps a poisonous spider. Two of the old king's bravest soldiers offered to open the box. Now, what do you think was in the box? There was another tongue like yours. The old king stared in horror when he saw the worst thing in the world. "This tongue is the worst thing in the world," the young prince told his father. "This tongue never prayed. It has spoken evil. This tongue has spoken curses. This tongue has been bitter. It has told lies. Yes, and this tongue has hurt God. This tongue is the worst thing in the world." Yes, boys and girls, your tongue can be the best thing in the world, or your tongue can be the worst thing in the world. When God made you, one of the very best presents that God gave you was a tongue. God gave you a tongue so that you could talk to Him, so that you could pray to Him. God put 4 walls around your tongue and locked up your tongue with lips. God wanted to protect your tongue. God wanted to keep your tongue the best thing in the world. Sometimes boys and girls make sins with their tongues. They swear. They call God bad names. They say bad words. They tell lies. They talk back to their parents and teachers. How many times do children hurt people with their bitter words? Oh, too many times. Suppose that some day God should send an angel down to earth. Suppose that God should tell the angel to bring back to heaven the worst thing in the world. Wouldn't it be terrible if the angel asked for your tongue? Wouldn't it be terrible if the angel found that your tongue was the worst thing in the world? If God ever sends an angel for the best thing in the world, I hope that the angel will ask for your tongue. So keep your tongue clean. Let your tongue be the best thing in the world. End of chapter 29.